at the height of the growth, how many designers were you bringing in a week or a month? How many employees
Oh,
and people?
wow. Wow. It's always, we never sort of recorded it, or at least difficult to say, on a per week basis. Let's start with the macro level. I think when I joined, we were about 40 or 50 people, and that was 2009. Beginning of 2009. 2013, we were up at 200, but 9, 10, 11. That's probably 3 years we'd gone from 50 to 200. And then with the benefit of being part of the broader Accenture group, more demand, we grew from that 200 to, in fact, what is closer to 1,400 people now. I think it was 1,100 at the beginning of last year. So you can start looking at that multiplicative effect over what would have been sort of 7-year period. It was fast growth. Now look, part of that, there was an element of inorganic growth, and by way of acquisition. And I think any growth story is going to have an element of that. And
I see.
we did, with the benefit of Accenture Interactive and Beijing and Olaf identifying what add-ons did we need to bring into a broader offering for a Fjord, and I can come back to some examples of that. There were teams of 20 people here or 100 people there. There were also some add-ons from within Accenture. So prior to Accenture having acquired Fjord in 2013, they had Accenture Experience Agency, which we folded into Fjord, and that was about 40 odd people. They'd acquired Acuity around about the same time as Fjord. Acuity had very much a commerce platform, commerce offering with a relatively large team of designers. We brought the designers into the Fjord design and innovation space as well. So it was probably 50-50 inorganic and 50% organic. I think we were very fortunate that, and I always hesitate when I think about other companies' demises, or at least problems. I think we were able to bring in some really exceptional talent from companies like IDEOs and Frogs, folks that I think were slightly more disillusioned of being part of a broader technology play as opposed to more a specific design to type play. So there were periods when demand was high that we were able to recruit relatively quickly. I say that cautiously in terms of relatively quickly, because it's always hard to find really good designers. There are certainly folks, and we started evolving into a space of training up more junior people, recruiting more juniors, bring them into the fold, and then educating those folks into the ways of Fjord, the processes, the procedures that we had, the methodologies. I think a lot of companies are doing that. So it was a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and it makes sense to just fold in a proven team to just rather than one at a time, and just have drop a whole squad that already works well together and knows each other and can work and drop right in.
Those acquisitions don't come without their own challenges, because now you're sort of integrating different cultures, just as we integrated a Fjord culture into a broader Accenture culture. So it just brings up a different challenge set. I'm not going to use the word problem set, because it was seldom a problem. It was always with the very fundamental basis of being additive to, and whether it was additive by way of geography or additive by way of offering, it was always with a very positive intent in mind, and we would make it work. I think with the help of the broader Accenture, the same machine, for lack of a better word, certainly all the financials, the HRs, the IT, a lot of that was able to help mold
the infrastructure.
Then a lot of it, the infrastructure. Then a lot of it came down, and there were some pain points on that side, as you would probably expect. But I think the broader cultural integration all really comes down to the leadership of the team we were acquiring, and the leadership team that we had as Fjord, and the interactive leadership team. I think the interactive leadership team was incredibly protective, supportive, nurturing, brilliant mentoring in helping us pull together the additions into Fjord and building Fjord as it went. So I think we were incredibly fortunate, and that's probably why Fjord has been as successful as it has been within the broader Accenture group.